Hello. Welcome. Slayaway Camp. I have not played this. I've heard very good things. I've heard it's a lot of fun. It also gets passed around on those lists of like easy platinum trophies that trophy hunters like to make up.
My face! My beautiful face!
I mean, that's a good sign. I've heard it referred to as very Naughty Bear-like.
They thought camp would be fun. It wasn't long before they realized it would be deadly. Slayaway camp.
Oh, jumping right into it. No menu, no nothing. Okay, what do we got? How strong is your stomach, Horror Hound? Oh, we are going to be playing on fucking rated R mode, so, you know, be aware of that. That's why we're here. Okay, so it's kind of a puzzler. Slide and kill the safety officer. Gotcha. Oh, we are dealing with incredibly juvenile here. I am so okay with that. Okay, so yeah, it's one of those sliding ice block puzzles. But very splattery. Okay, so I guess when they said Naughty Bear, like... Oh no, I fucked it up. So when they said Naughty Bear, like, they were thinking more in tone than in gameplay. Because I really liked Naughty Bear as a concept, and it played fine. It's just the game was so score-based that it made it less fun. Like, everything was about getting high scores and, you know, kill streaks and point multipliers, and like that's a lot of pressure and a lot of balls to keep in the air when I'm just trying to like beat the stuffing out of teddy bears. This way. Stomp.
Crazy.
All right, this seems to be just where we're at for the next hour, so settle in. Well, let's see what happens when we get to 10, right? We keep seeing you know, X out of 10, so. I appear to be pinned. Okay, so now I gotta worry about, like... So what if I get you first? Okay, so if I... There we go. Okay, because you don't move to the square they're on. You move to the square... Oh, fucked it up. You move to the square before them. So you got to keep that in mind when you're positioning. I would absolutely believe that, because, like, look at it. Everything about it is Friday the 13th.
No!
I scared him into the fire. I assume, though, if I... Yeah. Okay. So I shouldn't go into the fire.
No! No! No!
I haven't played the Friday the 13th game that came out. And I really, like, it's kind of sad because it's very up my alley. It looks like a lot of fun, but I just don't really dig stuff that's heavily multiplayer focused. Because inevitably I'm going to be the worst one in the room at it, and that's going to ruin my enjoyment. There's an Evil Dead game coming out that looks like more of a co-op squad type thing, like a PvE kind of game, which that could be more my speed. Oh, there's a turn limit. Look at them introducing new concepts. Yep.
Bloodthirsty.
Final scene. Oh. Okay, no turn limit this time. Down the hole. It's not an option. First movie complete. Okay, so now we got a shop. What can we buy? Is it cosmetics or like... let's see. There we go. Baseball bat, gore pack. I guess that's this one. Special kills you've earned. Okay, so those are bonus kills. Unlock new killers by finishing moves. By finishing movies or use the mystery box once you saved up some skull coins. Oh boy, I hope this isn't a fucking, like, freemium currency kind of thing. Mystery box. Oh, I can't buy it.
They thought it was...
Okay, this is...
They thought it was safe to go back to camp. But it wasn't. Slayaway Camp 2. Return to Slayaway Camp.
Yeah, this would work really well, like, doing the Friday the 13th, because goddamn do they get progressively fucking weird.
Freeze! Police!
Okay, so we got to stay out of those target squares, or the cops will get you. So, okay, for folks who have not watched the Friday the 13th series in its fucking entirety, the first movie, perfectly fine, bunch of kids are getting, yeah, previous version, you gotta lock all the weird sequel Jasons, yeah, I believe it. So water? Yeah, so we drown if we go into water. Yeah, first movie, bunch of kids are getting a summer camp ready. They start mysteriously dying off. Oh no. Who could be behind it? It's the crazy old lady whose son drowned here fucking, 10 years ago before they closed the camp down, 20 years ago or however long it was. She's just gone mad and blames all the counselors who should have been watching her son, so she works there as a cook. She did work there as a cook, and so she murders all the counselors to get vengeance for what happened to her son. Like, okay, cool. Pretty normal. Okay, as long as you don't end on that square, you're fine. Okay. But yeah, pretty normal, like, fairly above ground, like, above board. That's all reasonable things that could happen. So round 2. Back to the summer camp. People are dying again. The one survivor of the first movie has been found murdered in her goddamn house. Oh, she's thinking about cigarettes. That's how you know she's a bad person and needs to be punished. The sin factor, as they say in Scream. People start dying again, and like, oh no, what could it be? Okay, no, this time it actually is Jason, her son, that drowned here, except he's alive, and I guess has just been living in the woods his whole life after the incident. Like, he was out swimming, and he went under, and I guess he washed up on the shore, and then proceeded to build himself a little hut in the woods. With a toilet and everything. Like, he's got a whole setup. He's got a little cabin he built himself. It's got a toilet. There's a little privacy slot, like a privacy curtain on the toilet. He's got a whole fucking get up there. Part 3. Some kids are partying at a house near the camp on the other side of the lake, and Jason shows up, starts to kill them. He's got a bag on his head, by the way. The hockey mask isn't even a thing yet. He's wearing a burlap sack in parts 2 and at the beginning of 3. In 3, one of the kids is like an obnoxious prop comic who has a hockey mask as part of his act and uses it to like annoy his friends. That's when Jason decides like, oh, after I kill this kid, I'm gonna steal his fucking hockey mask and wear it. And that's my look. That's what that's how I feel comfortable. They end it by hanging him on a hook in a barn, and police show up. Like police and ambulances and the whole fucking how do you do. Let's start that over. Oh, because all the holes. Let's see. We need to use... Yeah, that'll block us. Oh, and scare him into the hole. And scare her into the hole. Wonderful. Part 4 starts with the barn, where he's currently being, like, hanging from this hook. Like, just picks up right there, and he just pulls himself off, and he's fine. Like, they chopped him in the head at one point with the mask, like, with his own machete. because in part 3 is also he gets his machete is a thing. And there's a notch cut out of his mask that will be there for the rest of the series. The rest of the good part of the series, anyway, the ones who choose to acknowledge it. That's my bellwether for whether I'm going to like the movie, like a Friday the 13th or not, is whether or not they acknowledge the chip in the mask. Part 4, there's another house full of teens partying, and he goes after them. There's a family of townies that lives across the street, and the little boy in that family is like obsessed with horror movies and monster makeup and shit, and he's played by Corey Feldman. What do I do here? If I go here, I get busted.
Scumbag!
If I go here, I get busted.
Freeze, scumbag!
Ha! That's actually much easier than I was making. More teen party murders. This one ends with Corey Feldman tricking Jason by dressing up as a little boy version of him. Which there's some precedent, part 2, the lady in part 2 tricked him by dressing up as his mom. And chopping the shit out of his head with the machete until he's absolutely fucking dead. Dude, this time, guys, we really mean it. And this is where it starts to get weird. Because part 5, that kid, his name's Tommy, grows up, goes to a halfway house. Squeesh. I'm glad they included this, because a lot of the fun of Jason is just watching how he uses the environment to kill people. Goes to a halfway house where one of the inmates, and this is the part that sounds like I'm just being silly and making shit up, I swear to God this is all true, has a candy bar that gets melty chocolate on his fingers, which he then touches another inmate, and it gets on that guy's shirt, who then proceeds to stab the man to death. And then people start dying. And it looks like Jason's back. He's got a blue mask this time instead of a red one. And Tommy starts to think that maybe he's doing the killings because he's gone mad. What do I do? Okay, let's see. How do we do this one? There we go. Turns out the EMT who picked up the dead body is also secretly that guy's son. Or, strike that and reverse it. The dead body is secretly that guy's son. He's secretly the father. Like, there's no reason for it to be a secret other than the movie just doesn't tell you. He gets revenge on all of the folks at the halfway house for the death of his son. And I can see what they're doing here. They're trying to echo the whole, like, my child vengeance thing. But he does it by adopting the mask and playing off of everyone's fears as Jason. But then at the end of the movie, Tommy kind of just gets possessed and is all spooky wearing the mask anyway. That one's drowned. Oh no, but I can't. No, I can't go back because there's all the water. Where do I go this way? I have to go that way. Yeah, fight not Jason, lest ye become Jason. And here was the thing that blew my mind, because as a kid, I had these movies, my grandmother and I would watch them. And apparently I only had like a very select few, because to my memory, Jason is like an undead zombie monster. So far, he was just a guy. Like, just a dude. Yeah. Ooh, gator. Part 6 starts with Tommy and a friend of his going back to...
Bloodthirsty.
I think they, like, changed the name of the town to Carpenter or Cravensville or some shit, because this one was directed by some guy who wanted it to become the next Rocky Horror Picture Show, and so it's full of fucking, like, weird gags like that. Okay. Cool. Chop. But now I can't get to the pentagram. I can't get out. No, that'll fuck me. So they dig up Jason's grave because... And then they stab him with a pole, like with an iron rod, which then proceeds to get struck by lightning, and Jason is now resurrected as an immortal, unkillable zombie demon creature. It took 6 fucking movies in for Jason to actually become the thing that I know him as a child, and apparently I'm not alone in this one. 6 is great, by the way. 6 is my favorite goddamn Friday the 13th by far. This is what I did last time. Yeah, so I gotta land on the Ranger. There we go. No, 6 is fucking great. Like, honestly, if you don't want to watch the whole fucking series where it's more mundane and want to jump straight to the goddamn supernatural wackiness that starts in 6, like, you're probably fine. And either way, you can probably skip 5. 5 is not great. Just kill this fucking guitarist, please. Oh, God. Get him. Seven is Jason versus Carrie. You have a girl who has had psychic powers since she was a child, and she now...
They thought the nightmare was over, but it still wasn't over. Slayaway Camp 2.5. Another return to Slayaway Camp.
Yeah, okay, so here's Skullface's mom. We're doing this in a weird order, but yeah. So if Skullface is Jason, this would be Pamela. So fun fact about Pamela Voorhees, the actress who played her. Oh, okay. Only took the role because she doesn't like horror movies. Like, she did conventions and stuff and always thought they were silly. She only took the role because her car had broken down and it was going to cost $5,000 to get it repaired, and the part paid exactly $5,000. So Mama Voorhees just did it to get her car back in shape. Left side of that guy. How we do that? Ah. Aha! We can scare them multiple times. Look at that.
Spectacular.
Ringing phones attract curiosity. Yeah, this game is developing mechanically more than. Yeah, see, look at that. There's some meat here on them old bones. Them old game bones. Fuck this guy.
Murderlicious.
8 is Jason Takes Manhattan. Except he spends most of the movie on a boat going to Manhattan. There is one scene in Times Square that they filmed in New York. The rest of the movie is shot either on the boat set or in Vancouver. I wonder. There's more of this one, isn't there? Oh, this puts me in the same position. 8 also has probably my favorite Jason kill in the series. There is a young man who is a boxer who runs into Jason on a rooftop and decides he wants to fight him and proceeds to punch Jason in the face about 800 times to no effect, except it makes him very winded. And then Jason hits him once and his head goes flying off of his shoulders and into a garbage can like a basketball. It is wonderful. I love it so much. Oh, you know what? I think I see what I gotta do here. There we go.
Amazing.
9 is Jason Goes to Hell, and this one is too fucking weird for me to call it the worst one in the series, but goddamn is it not great. It's got some really good bits, but fucking hell. So the movie starts with a woman going into a cabin and taking a shower. And she is very gratuitously and languidly taking her clothes off and getting into the shower and soaping up in just the most unnecessarily what's the word? Titillating fashion possible. And Jason comes to kill her. She then proceeds to throw a towel on and sprint and gymnastic her way out the window across the field and to the police blockade that they have set up, grab a gun, and state that the mission is a go. Her overly fucking horror movie titty shot shower scene was the bait to lure Jason out, because she was on the goddamn SWAT team come there to get him, which that part I love. I think that's funny as hell. How do I get to the pentagram? But then they beat Jason. They shoot him, they explode him, and he turns into worms? Like demon possession worms that crawl into your mouth and turn you into a Jason possessed zombie person? There's a scene in a jail cell. Like, just these are all as completely out of context as I can make them, because there's a lot of batshit in this movie. There's a scene in a jail cell where we have a hint system. Okay. You'll need to do some more repositioning to reach the exit. Thanks. That's a lousy hint. Fuck your hints. There we go. So there's a scene where boring white boy protagonist man is in jail, and there's like a spooky Jason bounty hunter. He's either played by Fred Williamson or a Fred Williamson type, I honestly can't remember, in the cell next to him, who is answering questions but trading off answers for breaking this kid's fingers one at a time, and I do not fucking know why. I don't know what the point of that is. Like, if you let me break your finger, I'll answer this question.
Freeze, scumbag!
No!
And he does this more than once. Oh, I missed. What have we got next? We got Jason X, Jason in Space, which, fuck you, that movie's great. Everything about that movie's wonderful.
No!
Like, if you ever watched an old... Oh, fuck, I can't... Shit. So I was just like, oh, there was this really fun sci-fi show I used to watch with my dad called Andromeda. And it was really good. It was about, like, a captain of a starship who got trapped in a time bubble and is, like, this old guard of you know, heroic and Federation space fighter in a future universe that's gone cynical and lawless. And it was a really fun show, but it was starring Kevin Sorbo, who has apparently always been a goddamn right-wing nut job. Don't you hate when that happens? I loved Andromeda. I have so many fond memories of Andromeda. Shame Kevin Sorbo's a fucking lunatic. Anti-vax, right-wing, Republican, fucking pro-life starring in goddamn Christian propaganda movies, asshole. Oh, but that seals me off. I also watched a lot of Hercules and Xena, which I personally love that fucking Lucy Lawless has no time for Kevin Sorbo's bullshit. I think that's great. But anyway, Andromeda had a couple of really talented actors in it who didn't get a whole lot of recognition, but they're both in Jason X. And it's funny because the woman who plays the AI robot in Andromeda plays the human scientist lady in Jason X, and the woman who plays the first officer in Andromeda is the robot in Jason X. And she's great. She's fucking... God, no. I don't even want to talk about Jason X, because if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Everything about it's great. The kills are great. The lines are fucking just perfectly stupid and cheesy. Like, there's nothing bad to be said. Okay, so now I can do that. Now I can get that out of the way. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so close. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Spectacular.
And then there's Freddy vs. Jason, which is also really fun. Does some things that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's the first time in 4 movies that Kevin Hodder's not involved. And I'm definitely going to have to use that phone, aren't I? That's a little sad, because apparently they had promised him a part in the movie, and they had like heavily implied that they were going to cast him, and then did not, and were kind of shitty about it. Like, the guy that plays him in the movie is perfectly fine. He's got this weird thing where they gave Jason a lazy eye, and I don't know if the actor just has a lazy eye or if that was done in makeup, but either way, they didn't hide it in the mask. Like, you can see it through the eye holes in the mask, and it looks a little weird. Especially considering that every time you see Jason's face without the mask on, it's always some kind of like mutated monster person, but it's never the same mutated monster person. Like, there's no consistency movie to movie what he looks like, and that's great. The closest you get to consistency is a couple of times he looks a little bit like fucking Sloth from the Goonies. That's about it. Oh, we're surrounded by water everywhere. Okay. That doesn't do me any good, huh? Alligator. Actually, I would really recommend watching, if you're into horror movies and especially like behind the scenes kind of stuff. I found a really good documentary. It's very sad. Like it ultimately has a happy ending, but there are parts of the movie that they're like, Jesus fucking Christ. The movie's called To Hell and Back, and it's Kane Hodder's autobiography documentary. And okay, I think I see what they want me to do. All right, that's okay. So start here, right? I'm gonna set up that. There we go. Do that. Go here. Kane Hodder, the actor who played Jason in parts 7, 8, 9, and Jason X, which I guess is just 10. He's a Hollywood stuntman and actor with a very long career. Jason is like one of his more notable breakout roles, but like recently, well, more recently, he's been involved with Adam Green a lot. He plays Victor Crowley in the Hatchet series. Kane Hodder does one of Adam Green's. It's actually like his breakout movie, I think. And when he was very young, something like 16, he did an interview with a magazine reporter about stunts. Like, even at that age, he was working on that's Hellfire. He was working on becoming a Hollywood stuntman, and
No!
so he met this woman, the reporter, out in a field somewhere. It was like he was going to show her how to do a full body burn, or on an arm burn, or something. He was just going to show her how to do a stunt burn, right? So he had all of his stuff, he had all of his gear, and he fucked something up. I don't remember what exactly, but he fucked something up, and he set himself on fire. And he has third-degree burns over something like 80% of his body. And so they rushed him to the hospital, critical condition, the whole nine. He's not expected to survive. He pulls through, and he's in the hospital for like 6 months, just in pain, because when you burn that bad, like burn units are a thing for a reason. Like, when you get burned that badly, shit goes wrong a lot, and there's very little that can be done. A lot of dead tissue has to get scraped away. It's very painful. And I know that because he describes all of it in vivid detail, the things they did to him in the hospital. Cold baths and rough sponges and all of these things. And he could barely move. He was in a hospital bed for 6 months. And then one day his parents are there visiting him, and the doctor goes, well, all of our treatments aren't working. I guess we should send him to the hospital in where they have a proper burn unit. And that is the first time anyone in this situation goes, wait a minute, this isn't a proper burn unit? You've been fucking guessing for half a year? And he talks about how like his dad had to leave the room, Kane's dad. And I understand that, because if I were Kane's dad, I would have fucking strangled that doctor then on the spot. They send him to this hospital, and he immediately, like, everything starts to get immediately better. I see it. And he... and yeah, That's the first part of the documentary was talking about that, but like that, how that influenced the rest of his career, how he like continued to work. He actually at one point held the record in Friday the 13th 7. He held the record for longest full body burn in a movie. Or longest, it was the longest full body burn including ignition, because like you can ignite in sterile conditions and then, you know, call action, but this was where they had to like incorporate the ignition into the movie, and that can be trickier. So yeah, despite, you know, all of what had happened to him, he would then, you know, go on to continue to do this kind of work, and the kind of work that, you know, he, you know, would set records for. And it's been broken since, I think, but at the time it was the record. Yeah, it turns out I'm really good at that. Yeah. I'm so good at it, I do it like even when I don't want to. So Adam Green, I mentioned earlier, the director of Hatchet, I really like his movies a lot, and he and Kane Hodder worked together a bunch. The Hatchet series is pretty good. It starts to trail off as it goes along, but the first two are really solid. The third one's a really funny, like, self-parody a really funny self-parody of both itself and the genre as a whole. 4 is kind of, it's okay. It is. Yeah, they're always, like, that sort of thing is always improving over time. He did a movie, Adam Green did, called Frozen, which is really good. It's about 3 20-something college kid, what have yous, that are on a ski vacation, who decide they want to sneak one last run down the slope in before closing time, and they bribe a guy to let them in even though he shouldn't, and the chairlift stops and the park shuts down, and there's like a shift change or something, so the guy that they bribed is gone now. So they're on this chairlift and nobody knows they're there. And it's a long weekend. That's the movie. That's the whole movie. 3 kids stuck on a chairlift in the winter because, you know, skiing. What do you do? It gets really fucking gnarly is what it does. It's really good. Apparently it was a nightmare to fucking shoot because you gotta shoot on a fucking chairlift. That's really hard. You gotta shoot the movie like 5 minutes at a time. Okay, we can push over the outhouses. That's a thing we can do. don't see the pentagram. But he did a TV show called Holliston. Adam Green did. And Kane Hodder is on it playing himself. And it's a fun show. It's a 2-camera sitcom, right? Or a 4-camera sitcom, or however those work. And it is a sitcom for horror nerds, and it knows that. And it does a really good job of adapting sitcom-style comedy and techniques to horror movie nerd sensibilities. In that, it does a very good job. Oh, no. Into the wood chipper. That having been said, it borders on and then often just downright falls into very tasteless territory that makes it hard to recommend. There's an entire episode about Adam, because Adam and Joe, his producer, play fictionalized versions of themselves in the show. And there's an entire episode, for instance, where he is dating a 13-year-old girl because everyone else around him can clearly see that she is 13. He doesn't, and it is an extended joke about the movie The Orphan? Not The Orphan. Yeah, The Orphan, which is a movie about a 30-year-old woman with a condition that makes her look like a child who gets adopted by foster families and then kills them. It is a very specific joke for horror movie nerds about that movie. To anyone who doesn't know that, and even to a lot of people who do, because I thought it was awkward as fuck watching that whole episode. It's weird. So yeah, it's a fun show, but it's hard to recommend for jokes like that. But Kane Hodder does a couple of guest star episodes where he plays himself. And he talks about in the documentary, in his biodoc, that Adam came to him and was like, hey, what if we did an episode about Jason X, and the gag, because we're edgy fucking white boys from Massachusetts, every time someone brings up Jason X, Kane, you try to kill yourself because you're sad about it. He's like, that sounds like a terrible joke. He's like, no, we can make it work. And he talks about how they did this show, and it's like, yeah, it was really hard and personal, but in a way it helped him get through it, like get through the disappointment of losing that character that had been like so integral. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is the cover to Sleepaway Camp they're parodying over here. And there's actually a movie called Santa's Sleigh like that. So we're going to have to check that out. Previously banned in Canada.
365 killing days until Christmas. Slayaway Camp. Santa's Sleigh.
Ho, 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 shorts, because there's a sack full of death coming down your chimney. Let's see, the only other Adam Green movie I'm like really intimately familiar with is called Digging Up the Marrow, which is another, it's a documentary. It's oh, okay, so we got landmines. Okay, so we're going to have to trick them into walking on the landmines instead of us. Yeah, okay. So we gotta, like, shepherd them. Digging Up the Marrow is a fun movie about Adam Green, again, playing himself. Yeah, he's in a handful of his own projects, but he's never, like... He's not an actor. So he's like, I'm really good at playing, you know, myself, but in fictionalized form. That's his comfort zone, I guess. There we go. That blows up, and that does that. Ha! Okay. Where he plays, you know, Adam Green, movie director. All of his projects are in the movie, like, part of... Yeah, exactly. Like, part of the plot of the movie is that he has to, like, he's behind on working on the next season of, you know, Holliston, his show, but he keeps getting distracted by... There's a character who is played by Ray Wise, character actor Ray Wise, who's like the only person in this movie who plays not their real selves. He plays this old man who has discovered the secret to monsters. Like, he knows there's a whole underground society of monsters. He's basically discovered the cabal from Nightbreed. And he wants to, like, you know, prove their existence and, you know, show them to the world, kind of a thing. And it is this pretty tense back and forth of, like, oh, this guy's just crazy. We can milk this for a movie of, oh, this guy's crazy. He's trying to, like, he might actually be dangerous to us, to, oh shit, this guy's not crazy. There's fucking underground city full of monsters. And it kind of bounces between those three pegs quite a bit. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, Trinculo, thanks for that follow. Also, I love your name. That name's great. I was in a production of The Tempest a few years ago. It's a very fun show. I was Antonio, the son of a bitch. Okay, now the question is, can I get... Oh! Hi! Okay. Alright, hello, person whose name I won't say on stream, that I was texting earlier about my D&D spell cards. Welcome! I didn't know you were on Twitch. Good to know. There we go. Yeah, apparently Trinklo is a friend of mine who was in that production of The Tempest I was just talking about. And he's also in my new D&D group that I'm very excited to get back to. It's really fun. I haven't played in a long time, and I'm just really, really having a good time with it. Okay, I think I gotta kill that cop, which will scare the elf down to the bottom, and then I can come around from the right, and that'll park me right in front of the exit. Okay, how's that sound? Which means... Oh. Oh, there's a fucking... Fuck. Alright, I didn't see that fence there. That changes things. Let's see, I was just using... Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm actually doing a thing every day. I think we were talking about this the other day, but I'm doing a thing every day in October as like a Halloween thing. If you have Twitter, and this applies to everyone else too, you know, just advertising, self-plug. There's my Twitter. If you follow me there, my pinned tweet is a calendar for, you know, what I'm doing all month. Subject to change. Times can be flexible because, you know, life happens, but, you know, it's a pretty good guideline. I'm actually probably going to be wrapping up Slayaway Camp really soon because while it is more in depth than I had initially thought, it is... The gameplay is samey and granular enough that I am having a hard time not just going into straight numbers mode, as it were. Like, okay, left, right, and that's not very entertaining for me to stream or for people to watch, I would assume. Plus, I've got a couple of other things on the calendar for today anyway, but this game was, you know, pretty good. Certainly referencey as hell in a way that I like. But what do I do about that cop?
Oh, no!
Guess I can... But yeah, now I don't really have a way to get to that pentagram. Oh, yeah, no. A fellow named Wang is going to be helping me out. Darkest Dungeon, he's very good at that game, and I've never done the beat it in super hard mode run, so that's gonna be a fun few days. Darkest Dungeon's a very tough game. I've been playing it on my own time to like get it back into my fingers so I'm not wasting time on stream, and I got there, but boy howdy, that took a minute. These pins weren't there.
Freeze! Police!
All right, take care of yourself, Tranquilo. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this Christmas movie, and then we can move on to the Sanitarium finale. How's that sound? Of course, that would require me... You know what? They do have a solution mode. I'm going to just see how that looks. It's a good chance to take a look at that. Let's see, how did that work again? Enter killer code. Oh, okay. It's not the fucking Konami code. I mean, obviously we want the gore. There's a slider for more options? What is this? It's a kitten. So much blood. Oh, okay. Now that one is set up. Aha, I see. Okay, so. I see the trick. Okay, so that one. Right. So that's now set up so that I can go down and then to the right and get out of here. So now I just gotta get... If I approach him from that side, he'll trust me, and that's all I can do. Yeah, see, that's not... Okay, final move. Haha! I knew it. There we go.
Delicious.
So since we moved on to a Christmassy thing, so the Santa Claus hand coming out of the chimney with the axe, that's the cover of a movie called Silent Night, Deadly Night, which should not be anything anyone remembers. Like, it's not a good movie. It's about a little boy who saw his parents... Ah, look at that. Okay, good to know. It's about a little boy who saw his parents having sex on Christmas Eve one year, and it psychologically broke him. So now he dresses up as Santa Claus and kills people who have been naughty. Like, that's the movie. It's a very dumb idea. And it's very Catholic. Like, he is sent to a Catholic institution, nuns and everything, and it's, you know, it's very much... Okay, so I can't escape. Cool. I can't accidentally fuck myself by going out. It's very much rooted in Catholic guilt and sexual anxiety, but not in, like, an artful way, in just a, like, oh yeah, the Catholics are weird about sex. Santa murder. It's really bad. But a lot of people got very offended when it came out in the 80s that they were making, like, you're turning Christmas into a horror movie, and that offends my cultural identities as a Christian American who likes Christmas. And so because of all of the uproar, of course, it got way more attention than it deserved and became a cult classic based on that fact more than its own merits, of which there were very little. And it spawned at least 5 sequels that I know about. And thus the war on Christmas started. There's... Oh, you know what? That didn't turn out the way I wanted it. In the same problem, just on the other side of the room. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, the movie got a lot of attention on a lot of sequels came because of it, and it's just not worth it. It's very bad. The one, like, notable moment from the movie is a scene where 2 guys go sledding. And one of them is just, it's at night, and one of them is just going down the hill on his sled, and the Santa Claus killer man jumps out of the woods with an axe and just kind of holds the axe out, and the guy sleds into it. It's kind of a fun kill, I guess. Actually, death by chocolate. There are, if anybody is interested in wanting to know more about horror movies,
Bloodthirsty.
not like, any kind of like scholarly analysis, although there's a bunch of good stuff you can do on that as well. I would recommend a book called Men, Women, and Chainsaws by Dr. Carol Clover, in that regard, examining the trend of female characters portrayed in horror movies through the 70s and 80s, and the kinds of cultural anxieties that represented. But if you're just looking for something fun and popcorn, there is there is a documentary series on Shudder called In Search of Darkness. There are 2 parts. Each one is about 4 to 4.5 hours long, and it is functionally an encyclopedia of horror movies made in the 80s. So that sentence took a long time to get out because I was trying to figure out how to kill these poor innocent ice skaters. It is just a chronicle of 80s horror movies, and like a lot of directors and actors, and Corey Taylor is also there for some reason. Just talking about the impact the movies had, what it was like to work on them. Very, very light and fluffy fucking VH1's I love 80s horror movies kind of style. It's good time if you're looking for, that kind of thing. It's great background noise. Love it to death. I've also recently gotten into, and I'm surprised it took me so long to find this guy, a fellow named Joe Bob Briggs, who is a film and media critic from... Oh, shit. What did I do? Oh, I see. I see what I did there. Who had a long run in the 80s and 90s. He semi-retired and then recently has come back into prominence by doing a show on Shudder called The Last Drive-In, which is just an Elvira Svengoolie style, let's watch a horror movie and then him talk about it in the interstitials kind of thing. Man, this one's tricky. Okay, so, all right, let's work backwards then. Right, we got to come at the exit from below. Because left has water, above has a fucking wall, and the right we can't get to at all because the only access point is blocked off through the exit anyway. So we gotta go from here. Which means if we go... If this fence weren't here, I could have a shot. How do I get back to that hint screen, right? There was a hint screen at one point.
No!
Oh, weird. Huh. So the touchpad appears to be just right. Like, no matter where you are. Oh, there we are. The victim in the Santa outfit will run away when you drown his friends. You should do that twice. Let's see. Let's see how the skip works. Oh, no, it doesn't even show me the answer. That's not what I wanted. Oh, maybe I should play all the top shelf first before I... Because maybe there are mechanics I'm not necessarily understanding. Okay, well, I jumped ahead, I got greedy, and thus was my downfall. But this was fun. I do enjoy this. I'm going to go back and finish more of this later. But it does not exactly make for good public... It's not the kind of thing that... I would play in front of an audience. This is something I play for my own. But I'm glad I got a look at it. When last we left Max, we went through the Aztec level, which was
Setting.
fine.
Save game.
I'm over it.
Load game.
Especially that maze. That was just fucking tedious. But that's okay. It's in the past. And we seem to have finally realized that, oh, right, Dr. Morgan was...
What is that? It looks like a giant eye.
Dr. Morgan was the one that was behind all of our suffering.
birdhouse.
Because he was being a bastard. And yeah, now all of the hallucinations are blending together. This chapter started with our character here, like, kind of morphing through all of his different forms. There's kids from the pumpkin patch. There was a trophy for finding these kids, which I did not get the
Those
first
things will
time. I
shred
went
my
back
feet
and
if I
get
try
it.
to walk
But you
on
can see
them.
these kids. They're dancing between the between the angel statue where the little girl's planting the pumpkins and the fish bait shop. There's like a hidden path in the woods. Showed Yager, this game's made out of diseased. There was an entire level about getting slurped up very literally into the insect queen's sphincters and traveling through her hive. You had to play music in order to engage them.
Ouch.
Gross 90s edgelord
Those
bullshit.
things will shred my feet if I try to walk on them.
I'm not trying to walk on them. I'm trying to walk away from them. Okay, so we got thorns there.
The stone reads, Jetta Driscoll.
Okay, that was abusive Sling Blade Dad. Dead now. Well, dead / maybe never existed.
What does this headless apparition want from me? What does this... A tombstone. Chris P. See you in hell. A tomb...
He was on fire.
It says, Jonas Brunner, he deserved to die.
Oh, okay.
A bridge of thorns. Ouch.
So more thorns, more thorns.
A Grimwall comic book. An Aztec statue.
Oh.
Who am I now? I have to hold on to my real identity. I am Max.
Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now I can switch between Sarah, Olmec, and
Pumpkins appear to
Grimnor
light up, but why?
as the situation calls on it.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, was that a Simon Says? Should I have been paying attention?
Pumpkins appear to light up, but why?
Kids are creepy.
My God, they must have been illusions. Everything is. A human skull.
That's why I'm getting my vasectomy, because kids are creepy. And I mentioned this on Twitter earlier, but I have to reinstate. My doctor's name is Dr. Snip. That's beautiful. I don't know if that's his real name or if that's just something he goes by professionally.
Hit the board and ring the bell.
But I choose to believe it's his real name.
I can't use them.
Let's see.
That didn't quite do it.
Okay.
An
Maybe
Aztec grip.
Grimwall. You got 4 arms. That's 4 times the punch.
Got it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go in there. That sounds like a great time.
Why are these teeth flashing colors? I'm not putting my hand in the fire. Clown nose. A giant clown head. What an eyesore.
This I have to imagine was like, okay, we're going to do that for Strangeland. That's going to be
The angelic
front and
statue's
center.
left wing. I'm not putting...
What about
An
Olmec? Maybe Olmec will put his hand in the fire.
Nope. Nope.
I can't prove it, but I think Olmec just has a really slow walk cycle.
An empty pedestal. Something's missing here.
Okay, so we know the left wing is over behind the burning clown head, so that means we're probably trying to reassemble that angel statue from the beginning. Because it represents our wife or some shit. Grubs.
Ugh, big maggots. Sonic disruptor. I've seen that before. Strange machinery. There are 4 control levers.
I have 4 hands.
The
Okay.
disruptor is working. The grubs have moved away from the grate. A grate in the floor. There's a tunnel underneath.
All right.
I have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down. This machine generates a strange noise. It seems to be some kind of disruptor.
I'm glad the game knew to do that. It just kind of went on autopilot for a second there.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
All right, nothing. That's a nothing. Big totem pole.
Strong gates.
And bad dates.
Those webs will never hold my weight.
What about a little girl? I'm pretty sure webs wouldn't hold her weight either.
A stone head. It seems to transmit energy to the statue. I'm not strong enough to move this thing. Sarah? I could move this thing, but that other statue was in the way.
Can I?
An
No.
impaled Aztec warriors. They're screaming. A statue of Quetzalcoatl. Sarah, a Grimwall comic. I could move this thing, but that other statue was in the way.
Okay, we're presented with a handful of things here. We've got to get this statue out of the way so we can push the head.
I could move.
We got to do something with that grate so that we can get the torso down. I don't know what they want us to do with the clown.
These plates on the floor look like they could move.
Okay, wait a minute.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't.
Well, I mean, no force like brute force. Cool. There's the combo. I don't know if there's a clue, but like something this easy to fucking brute force its way through, I don't feel bad about it. Oh, right. We need to Grimwall.
A grip.
I don't know what this is going to do.
A crystal monolith. There's something inside. A crystal Sarah, a grip. A crystal.
Oh, there's a wing.
A crystal spirits hovering above the dead warriors. Too far away. Spirits hovering above the dead warriors. Ah, their wailing could shatter my eardrums.
Or a crystal. Suffering. Suffering is the currency of the realm.
A piece of the angelic statue was trapped in a crystal. Right wing of the angelic statue.
All right. One down, like 3 or 4 to go.
Strong gates.
Can Grimwall rip them off?
Hmm.
Guess not. Well, let's see. We got
No good. An empty pedestal.
all right. I don't know what to do with that grate. I don't know how to get through this archway here.
A stained glass window.
But presumably the head is up through that archway, seeing as that's also still missing.
Got it. Got it.
Don't really know what that did.
Got it. A human. What's the point? That won't solve that one. That's. I'm not putting my hand in the fire. Not from here. Right wing of the end. Nope.
Red.
Nope.
Is this a Roy G. Biv thing? Blue, green. Red, yellow. Purple, green, and blue.
The clown's nose has popped out. Now there's a small hole.
I was basically following similar colors. I don't know. Because I went from red to yellow to green to blue, and it popped.
The clown nose broke to reveal a small hole. The clown nose broke to reveal a small hole.
So... those eyes sure are fucking something, though. Oh, was it? That's what the strength game was for. Ah, I see. I see.
A grip.
Yeah, but that one episode of Boondocks he was on, though... oh, look at that. Red, yellow, green, blue. Okay.
Got it.
Cool, cool. But, you know, red... I couldn't get the orange, and then red, yellow, those are on the warmer side of things, and then yellow is half of green, and then the other half of green is blue. Like... I wasn't just working randomly. The tiles up top I completely brute forced, and if there's a thing I missed, well, I'm sorry, you shouldn't make your puzzles that easy to brute force. But sometimes that is the intended solution.
Strong gates.
Alright, what do we do here?
Aztec right wing of the angelic. I can't.
Accept my sacrifice.
No. A grip. An
Screw with the body on the spike by the grate. Body on the spike. I don't see a body on the spike. You mean these over here? These were part of the Aztec puzzle. That's a separate thing. We just did that. An impalee in the maggot room. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the,
I have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down.
Yeah, that's the statue torso. That's what we're trying
I can't
to...
do that.
I wonder if Sarah can slip through those bars.
I can't do that.
I wonder if Grimwall can rip that up.
I can't do that.
And then Sarah can fit down it. Into the bowels. Oh, that's where the fucking pig gasket or whatever you call those. Oh, we need to be Olmec to walk on the spikes. What do you call those inspection valve tunnel cap covers like that there?
I have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down. An Aztec grip, Sarah. I have...
You're telling me Sarah doesn't carry a switchblade on her at all times?
Stupid.
What if I bite it? I bite it with a skull.
I have to cut a human. Come on, cut.
Okay, well...
Grimwall comic book.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Sarah's doll.
Alright, so we need a, we need a cutter. We need a cutter, slicer, snipper.
A grip, Sarah.
So that to me sounds like we've probably missed an item somewhere.
This machine generates a... an empty pedestal.
Well, think we can get away from that. Oh, maybe the skull is the head of the statue. So then all we need is this cutter, slicer,
Aztec
snipper,
grip,
and then we'll have the statue. Because we had to solve a puzzle to get the knockoff of a Black Isle game. This came out in '98. This is a Sanitarium by some studio. Doesn't say here on the Steam page. Maybe the store page will say it. Yes, sensitive material. Dotemu and Dreamforge Entertainment. I don't know their work outside of this. It was something I tried to play back in the day before I had internet and couldn't beat because it's a 90s adventure game and kind of obtuse. Yeah, right. Rubber chicken in the pulley. I can't...
angelic statues.
I was actually taking that as like okay, that's Scruff's like cryptic way of telling me I got to combine stuff in my inventory, but that's right. This game doesn't let you do that. There is no combine your inventory. Okay, so yeah, it's just where is the cutter, slicer, snipper, stabber? Shredder. Matron.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't.
Oh, Cutter, Snipper, Slicer, Shredder, Stabber, Matron. Also, I love how the audio transitions of this game, like, give no fucks. Giant sledgehammer of sound.
A honeycomb. Looks like something is inside. Sarah. An insect.
Aha. No, it's literally just, oh, it's in the wall. You just gotta know to punch a hole in the wall.
A human's a grip.
We used insect mandibles earlier as slicer, cutter, stabber, snippers. So, like, that part is at least kind of foreshadowed. Smash all the honey, yeah. Like, I was about to look it up in the walkthrough, and I knew it was going to be like, wow, okay, that's something you expected me to just do. Yeah, just punch holes in the wall. Just channel your inner angry white boy.
Torso of the angelic statue. Ugh, big. Sarah's doll, a grim welcome.
Okay, so if my suspicion is correct, we can now assemble the statue, and that will open the strong gates.
An empty pedestal. Sarah better, but it's still not complete. Better, but it's still not complete. Better, but it's still not complete. Well, this isn't working. No good.
Aha, suspicion incomplete.
What was I thinking?
So
what was I thinking?
So what do we do with this skull then? Let's see. We did that. We're pretty much set. Let's head back up here to the pumpkin stuff, because... Oh, I'm a dumbass. Here, Headless Horseman, have your skull back.
A stone crypt. It came up out of the ground. Cement lid. Looks heavy.
I love how Olmec is not capable of fucking, like, doing heavy lifting things.
The head of the angelic statue. Sarah.
Okay, now... So presumably, once we finish this will be... Like, we're assembling the statue because that's our central piece, and
the head.
Now we can stop hallucinating and go confront Dr. Morgan. Yeah, that's the Stargate sphincter portal back to sanity.
And a portal has opened. The real world must be close. I can feel it. I'd better move quickly. A grip.
Oh, fucking come on. Sanity is right there. Don't you want to be sane? Definitely save after this cutscene.
But I'm afraid it ends here, old friend. As for these, you won't need them any longer. You failed the children of the world, as you failed your sister when she needed you.
Because is fucking player death about to suddenly become a thing?
Or the strength to do what's necessary. You failed
Oh no.
everyone.
My hallucinations. I've made them stronger only for them to fight me.
Times before, Max. You've always been.
Oh no. They've turned into the T-1000 of me. Morgan's last game.
I have to get through those columns. The real world lies beyond. This thing won't let me pass. What am I supposed to do?
Seek the truth.
Save game. Save game.
Because all the other combat sequences you couldn't die, but now you can because go fuck yourself. But I left my game on for 72 hours, and that's unacceptable.
Turn to game.
Well, we're on a chessboard, so let's see.
Black sludge on the floor. The same stuff that shadow creature is made out of. I better not step in it.
Why struggle, Max? The end comes soon.
Okay, so the floor will change, and if you get caught in the black sludge during the change, you get...
The poison will reach your veins, Max, and it will all be over.
Okay.
You are truly a great warrior.
I see.
You've always been your own worst enemy. Soon the poison will reach your veins, Max, and it will all be over.
Not the poison. Oh, right, because Dr. Morgan is standing over my comatose ass, about to inject us with bullshit. Yeah, I'm just gonna go the long way. Fuck it. This isn't working out. You can't stop me. God. Oh. With this fucking... This goddamn... They keep...
Always been your own worst enemy. You failed everyone. You failed everyone.
Why are they making movement puzzles with this? Because they thought this was really good. There. My face.
You have the strength.
No more games, Morgan.
Okay, we just gotta get the last one. We need to harness the power of our inner little girl.
Why struggle, Max? The end will come soon. Always been your own worst enemy.
Okay, they're fucking with me now, right?
You're my hero. I love you.
The shadow is gone. You failed, Morgan. I'm gonna live!
Poison will
You failed, Morgan!
Enough games, Max. This ends here, now. Do you know that the poison will soon condemn you to darkness forever? Lost to your doomed world. Lost to your wife. Lost to your unborn child.
Oh, I guess our wife was pregnant. Our wife, who was such a central and pivotal character throughout this course of adventure. Comic books. Faces. Aztecs. She proves I have the... Yeah, she's... Oh, thank God, my beard is safe.
It's over.
I'm back. It's over.
Head of the Mercy Drug Corporation, Dr. Jacob Morgan, has resigned. This surprising development comes just a few short months after the corporation made its cure for the DNA
that's
virus
Fend right there. We're not gonna
available
like
to the public. Dr.
throttle
Morgan's
Dr.
successor,
Morgan?
Max Lawton, the man who discovered the DNA V cure, had no comment.
The trial of Dr. Jacob Morgan, former head of the
Oh my
Mercy
God.
Drug
I
Corporation,
love this
begins
voice.
this morning. Federal authorities claim
This
Dr.
is everybody's
Morgan
imitation of
conducted
Walter
development in an
Cronkite.
attempt to increase company profits. He may even have gone so far as to sabotage
Yeah,
the researcher's
90s. And
car,
the game's over,
an act
and go
which
fuck
nearly
yourself.
prevented a true
I
cure
am
from ever being found.
Potentially
Prosecutors are confident
trying
that
to
Morgan
get
will be
someone
found
to
guilty
play,
and sentenced to life in prison.
This is a test of the subject's threshold.
armed and delirious.
Slippers?
You need them to go on the rides, of course.
Must I press through the
Which
bowels
is
of the monster?
a fucking
This is a confusing
just
mess.
whirlwind of an acid trip of a 90s adventure game. I have seen Ross Scott did a 2-part video on it that is it's something watching the fucking review of it is just difficult to get through at points just because it's so
That's a rude thing to say.
bizarre. I'm trying to find words that like convey my feelings on this and it's not really working. Nothing is tethered to what you would consider a rational train of thought.
Where is that awful music?
Oh, hey, Jason Alexander tested the game, I guess, on his day off from filming episodes of Seinfeld. Like, the jokes people make about moon logic in games, like, you've got to tickle the hippopotamus so that it starts dancing and springs up the bathroom wall, so that way you can get launched by the geyser of toilet water to grab the fucking umbrella on the top shelf. That is literal puzzles in this game, and it does not stop. My name is oh yeah, fucking I love the dubstep remix we got going on. My name is Drop the Beat.
Now there be a melody any good sailor would enter into.
Enough games. Enough games. Enough games.
Enough
Kneel
games.
before Olmec.
We have a winner.
Amen to that.
Oh, don't cry. The music's not so bad.
That evil machine will be silent for a while.
This is a test of the subject's threshold.
This fucking credits music is just
Bare
beautiful.
feet Slippers?
You need them to go on the rides, of course.
Must I pass through the bowels of the monster?
This
Yeah.
is a confusing mess.
Yes, you must.
What? I wish I
Literally through the
That
bowels.
stuff is really bird. What?
Who are you?
Why? Are your memory pathways in need of service? Why?
The dawn of the insectoids.
I love this. I want more of this. Mino Gino McGurk.
Hope puking pig boogers on this game.
I love that whole little character arc, like the strong man who's in love with the fire breather and goes to get her name tattooed. And then you talk to her about it, and she's just like, well, I mean, he's kind of a man slut, but I've been really horny since the divorce, so...
I like this music. It's got a great beat.
Oh, it's making me seasick. Do my ears deceive me?
Would like to thank Drum Rock Beer, Dred Zeppelin, St. Patrick, and T Money Sign. Anime Chicks and Voodoo Extreme. Would like to thank Mountain Dew. Jesus Christ, this was back when Mountain Dew was kind of being billed as a fucking X Games like sports drink almost.
His arms were red with blood and he was
Before they switched over to Gamer Fuel.
Now there be a melody. Any good.
Oh, and just hard dump back to the menu. Great. I love it. I would have expected nothing less. Thank you, the 90s. Longest Night and Lost Constellation. I'm going to just start at the top because that's a good way to start. In December of 2013, a few short months after starting work on Night in the Woods and 3 weeks after our Kickstarter ended, we decided to release something small. We wanted to show that we were in fact making something. So many ideas just stay ideas, after all. And we wanted to have something out there that we'd released. Sometimes you just need to complete something. The team had a little less than 2 weeks before all parties left to visit family for the holidays. Longest Night came out of that. Our first supplemental game, and ended up planting ideas that would grow into tall, weird idea trees later on in Night in the Woods. Cool. So we got like a Amnesia Fortnite situation. Oh, hello, our cast of friends. There was no 6. Oh, so we played this game a few days ago, this full game. It is excellent. And Gothgator, her name is B, and she is wonderful. All of these characters are really, really good. We have Gay Manic Energy Fox, we have Hipster Bear Boyfriend, Gothgator, and May, the cat. She's got enough going on that it's hard to sum up. All of them really do. Like, giving them punchy little names like that is really selling all of them short. But, God, it is so very, very good. I highly recommend checking this out. Very narrative-driven, not a whole lot of gameplay, like, you know, choose dialogues and things like that, but a lot of fun, if that's your thing. Fun might not be the right word. Have a good mental health day before you play this one. Also, just some really fucking hilarious writing. Like, some really funny shit in the midst of all the trauma. Let's do this thing. I know enough about the constellations. I talk to Mr. Chasnikov every day. Oh, okay. Spent most of last month, burning a couple of 100 hours in the Xenoblade Chronicles. I have not played that yet. I don't... Yet would imply that I'm thinking about playing. I have not played that. I'm not sure... Is it related to Xenogears and Xenosaga, or is it just similarly titled? Because I've asked that question a bunch of times, and I've gotten both yes and no as answers. And from what I have played of Xenosaga and Xenogears, I absolutely believe they're both true at the same time, but I'm not sure in what capacity. Snake. Okay. Loosely I can deal with. Xenosaga kind of broke me in college. Adult church. No punch and cookies. Okay, so this is the mini game. There's a mini game like this in the main game, but this is a bit more elaborate. Because you're an alligator. Xenoblade Chronicles takes place in a branch universe from what may or may not be Xenosaga and or the XG-verse before the incident with Oh, okay, so deep in the past. Gotcha. Before fucking being cast out of the Garden of Eden, basically, because that whole game fancied itself to be the Bible in sci-fi anime form. Mice Raiders, inventing a written language. Yeah, but there's only enough stars for 2. Sorry. Mice are nature's snack cake. Says the lady with all of her multitudes of rat babies. Adoptive rat mom. I am flummoxed. We'll come back to you. Pope fire-breathing monster bird. And then he ate them. If I were going to become Pope, that's how I'd want to become Pope. I set all the other papists, I'll set all the other cardinals on fire, and then I consume their flesh, and I'm the fucking Pope now. He did eat them, yes. Oh, Shoten Yager, if nothing else, you should definitely look up. If you're gonna play the game, then play the game and enjoy it. If you're not gonna play the game, then you should definitely look up the scene in the library when they're looking up old newspaper articles on microfiche, because it has, bar none, the best fucking optional document I've ever seen in a video game. Hands down. Like, better than 4 Itchy Tasty. Better than the Dead Space guy cutting all his arms off. Like, it is fucking amazing. I love it so much. There's video on my YouTube of me reading it and, like, losing my shit as I'm reading it. Because I think Scruffapone was the one that was like, no, you really should check out, look down over here, because I was about to walk past it. Because I was obsessed. I was, like, focused on something else at the time. And it was so good. It's about teeth. Also, I just love the idea that he became Pope through arson and cannibalism. Because fuck you. Patterns in the chaos. Because if it's not meant to connect, the line just won't connect, right? So. Marminodes. But he's so small. He wears small shoes. Let's immortalize him in the next game. She is very short. There is a party scene where she gets fucking annihilated, like fucking sloppy pukey drunk off of 3 watered down fucking keg beers. Which I have to assume is like Natty Light or worse. That's a very long opera. Okay. All right. That's something. Oh, yeah. This is the the whale of the world, you know. In lieu of 4 elephants on a turtle on a disc, we've got this just fucking whale. Yep, that's how whale sounds. All right, what else have we got? It's a fish. Fish are good. You eat them.
For Nazgul!
Oh, hey, Voice of Dog. Thanks for that host. Really need to break up Parasite Eve. Oh, man, I haven't played that game in years. That game is fucking amazing. Voice of Dog, the channel's open if you want to hop in, but if you're tired, I do not, no worries. Team Ango. Team captain and designated makeout partner. Yeah, Angus, the hipster bear, and Greg, the manic fox, are a couple. Ah, yes, the Illuminati bell. The Illuminati bell that tolls the end of all things. What have we got? What have we got? Okay. Okay. Quinoa, the severed head. So yeah, in the main game, there is a side plot, or a little side quest thing, where you can talk to one of your old high school teachers every couple of days, and he's stargazing on his roof, and you can, you know, look at all of these constellations with him, and he tells you, like, the whole cosmology and the myth and the story and the yada yada. None of it is really, like, critical to the like most things in the game. It's not critical to the story being told. It's just kind of an excuse to have characters interact, and you can see their values on things. There was one part where I tried to say something and it interpreted what I said wrong. Like, it didn't interpret what I said the way I meant it, and it made me feel really bad because it made me sound like a fucking class traitor. And I still feel bad about that. No talking. Well, Catholics will do that. So I guess this is supposed to be like while they're still in high school, before everything happens, like before college and the incident. Speared through the guts. Is this the last one? I think it is. Aha! Don't steal from fire-breathing popes. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it never comes up. I'm backtracking in my head over the game, trying to find examples that, disprove what I'm about to say, and I don't think it ever comes up that everyone's an animal. Oh, this is also, I think, the first time they mentioned that Angus is actually older than the rest of them. Oh, and that Greg is also 21. Words, thoughts, sentences. Thing in brain was going to say. Oh, yeah. It was just like, oh, yeah, like when she's wrecking shit in the bathroom. But, like, I was in a situation when I was in Colorado where we had a night of just nothing happening, and it was just like, okay, we're inside. What's on the fucking motel room TV? And what was on the TV was, free HBO, because every fucking hotel in the world is free HBO and Gideon Bibles. And it was Ted, that Seth MacFarlane movie with Marky Mark and the talking teddy bear. And I didn't watch the whole movie, and my partner was telling me that at the beginning of the movie, like, the bear is a teddy bear. But from all of what I saw, it's just Marky Mark and his dipshit friend played by Seth MacFarlane. It could have very well just been that movie, and then at the 11th hour, someone said, hey, let's digitally scrub out Seth MacFarlane and CGI in a shitty-looking teddy bear in its place. And it would have changed very little. Sightlines, mostly, because the bear is very short. Okay, so this would be her coming home during her sophomore year. Cartoons. Like, it didn't even go that hard. Like, it was, crass Family Guy bullshit, but nothing, like, out of the ordinary. They did coke with Flash Gordon. There was a long extended Coke party scene with Flash Gordon. That's like the weirdest thing I saw. Other than that, it's just like, yep, dick and fart jokes. Okay. That was her in college having a dream about her friends and then probably in the middle of the incident or the lead up to the incident. And then we have Lost Constellation. A little less than a year into full-time development of Night in the Woods, we decided to do a second Longest Night game. We wanted to do something in the spirit of the first supplemental game, small, made within a tight time frame, full of things we thought were cool. We had a lot of systems and ideas we wanted to use for Night in the Woods, and this seemed like a good way to do a test run, to experiment, and once again have something finished. And as with Longest Night, sometimes you just need to complete something. Lost Constellation went from concept to completion in the last 5 weeks of 2014. They also bring the dream up during Angus's scene. Oh, really? Was it one of the ones I did? Because I only did 2 Angus. Oh, Angus, not Greg. There's a lot going on in that scene. I believe you. I don't necessarily remember it off the top of my head. But I'm definitely going to play the game a second time to make other decisions, and probably going to see the Angus scene again, so I will look for it. I'm going to rob the bank. Got to rob him to death. Spooky ghost stories. Let's end with a spooky ghost story where lots of people die. Damn it, May. Do I get to play fire-breathing cannibal gator Pope? Oh. Gather snowball. I have many snowball. How do you get rid of weird fog? Snowball, obviously. It had new game and continue on the front, on the main menu, so I'm like, how long is Longest Night gonna be? Ah. Oh, you have omnidirectional snowball throwing. Do the snowballs follow gravity and come back? Hey, Saxicide! Oh, good. Saxicide and Schotenjäger are both here. They're, if I ever mention I have some friends who are involved in an anime convention in the area, hello. Say hello. Say hello to my friends who are in the anime convention business. Thanks, cat. I don't want to die. Stupid cat. Where are you going? Yum. They're the ones who told me that story I mentioned a long time ago about Vegeta's voice actor flying his plane into a deer. Also, the friends who I was watching Evangelion with last summer, and I still need to watch the movies, especially now that I think the new one that just came out is the last one? It is one of the ones. We finished the show proper, and then we started watching something, one of End of Ava or something, the one that was like a recap of the show in OAV form or OVA form, but then instead of that, we got distracted and watched The Apple instead. Death and Rebirth, is that what it was? I think that was the night you showed me The Apple, which everybody go fucking on Amazon Prime and watch some batshit 70s glitter musical called The Apple, which is also some nonsense that passes itself off as the Bible and is fucking mind trippy as all balls. This time by way of Rocky Horror Picture Show. It is just a bizarre, like, 70s alt-rock thing. Sure, let's pray. It could be a bear. Oh, great. Now the fucking religion mouse is gonna gatekeep me from the shrine. Might need a coffin soon. So we're in a fairy tale. We're acting out a fairy tale that May's dad is telling her. Sad ghost. One second, friends. Okay, so... Oh, is that Grandpa? Oh, that's Grandpa. Okay, telling the story. Fucking... And we made our way back to the snowman. Oh, now we're going to build a snowman. He's a vampire snowman. With bones off for arms. And... Oh, wait a minute. So he's got carrot... No, I want to put carrot spikes on the end of his arms. Because then I could put this up here, and he could be Snowman Geigen. Damn it. Fine. At least I can give him a big, chunky statement necklace. How's that? Why have you brought me under this horrible existence? I'm just water and garbage. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't play these first, because these would have not given me, like, at all a good impression of what the game is like. Because this is all mythology and deep lore and you know, religious fairy tale. And the actual game is very down to earth, very much like fucking blue collar jobs sure have dried up since the housing crash. Boy golly gee. How do you make out a living in this miserable fucking America that we have in 2014, 2015. Like, it's very specifically pointed to that section of time, like tail end of Obama's second term. Which, you gotta wonder what the game would be like if they had only made it a couple of years later. So you can have this aim, this like guideline with the right stick, but it doesn't actually, you have to use the left stick to change the aim up on the throw. So this guideline doesn't really do anything. Fine, I'll pray. Okay, so all answers are wrong. Damn it. Every time I'm trying to throw fucking snowballs at the mouse and it just makes me talk to them. Ow. Stupid mouse. I'm gonna eat you. Mice are the bottom of the food chain. Oh, hello. What do they call these things? Ouija board tokens. Scriveners. Scrivener the Bartleby. Jumping is slightly faster than walking. So I'm gonna hop everywhere. Oh, it doesn't, I don't know if that really applies in the, god damn it. Planchette. That sounds like a cold cut. Like a cured meat. No drinks. Get out of my house. Huh. Does the snowman want to see my planchette? What is going? That's it. What is going? So I have Coffin Maker, who I have no money for. Oh. I swear it keeps adding new pieces. Either that or I'm just being very unobservant. This is your hat. These carrots are your eyebrows. That makes him look like a gimp. And this turnip is your necktie. Where did the dead people go? Tyrannosaurus gimpus. What is North's Canticle? Spooky ghosts, spooky ghosts. Snowman seances. Yeah, I find these kinds of, like, fairy tale type stories... God damn it, cat. He left. He gave me his hat. He's a good head. Somehow I always knew God would be a sarcastic asshole cat. Two big woolly barn cats and an old hound dog. So we're off to find a star. Nope. Ah! Shit! And then she jumped off the cliff. Fuck! Okay, no more jumping off cliffs. What? No, wait a minute. That's not how it happened. I have that 2007 Prince of Persia sitting around here somewhere, the one with Nolan North. I have not played it. So, what am I meant to be doing here? Oh, more snowmans. Okay. What if I answer ye these questions 3? Okay, so this whole game seems to revolve around finding things and making snowmans. Which, sure. Give me this booze. Why is Guppy's paw on the beer bottle? I am just fucking waiting for the last fucking Isaac update to come out on PlayStation, because it hasn't yet, and I've been waiting for months. Ed McMillan, you've stolen so many hours of my life with this thing. I want you to steal more. I have... between all of its incarnations, I don't want to think of how many hours I put into fucking Binding of Isaac. Lots. This one has carrot arms. No, this one has a trumpet arm and a beer bottle fist. Oh, I guess this one has a beer bottle and a carrot. I guess I can't do both on the same these twigs are its eyes. Oh no, they're big fancy eyelashes. These turnips are its eyes. It's Tammy Faye Baker. So apparently Jessica Chastain just finished making a movie about her, and the makeup they had her in apparently stained her skin maybe permanently. I found your spirit in this old beer bottle. Okay, you have a trumpet nose and carrot horns. I have limited assets. It's hard to... and a very decorative shirt. Sure. The saddest of days. Okay. What have you got? What have you got? Weird trumpet ghost? I know, it's a dead goose. Got 2 more snowballs. Well, I guess I could try to... Damn it. Breathe. I could try to ring that owl bell on the other side of the canyon there. Yeah. Yeah. So, the controls make this more difficult than it looks, right? Because in order to aim, I have to use the stick, the left stick. So I can't aim without walking. But also, throwing snowball is the same button as talk to snowman. So if I push it now, I override the snowball. So I can't push it until after that. There we go. That dialogue prompt goes away. Thank you, Harold. Well, so does technically every fucking material object on this planet. This PlayStation 4 controller is cursed. In that one day I shall die. That's just mortality. You son of a bitch. When his horse kicked my... What? Sounds like your father had the problem. Curses. Life is a joke and death is the punchline. That is a very specific reference to a singer-songwriter type named, well, I don't know what his name is, but he goes by Amigo the Devil. He's a lot of fun. He's a big, fat, jolly Mexican guy with a guitar who writes fun, happy songs about death and dismemberment. Very folk punky. Oh no. The peace brought the sickness. The huncher? The one who hunches? I have been blessed. Please, no more snowman building. Oh wait, I picked up a lock. Like a padlock. Well, hello, you jolly band of adventurers ye. All right, well, I guess I found my D&D party. I mean, we clearly got the, you know, the knight and the bard and the wizard and the posh. Ain't you never heard of a Hand of Glory before? Come on. Knight, bard, wizard, arsonist. All D&D parties are just roving bands of murder hobos. Well, let's go. Don't finish that story. I like how the little Astrakhan cap kind of bounces off of her head when you jump. That's funny. Hey, you got a coffin yet? Fuck your free market. Fuck you, libertarian coffin fox. I'm kind of glad that I have nothing to say. If I could be of assistance, that would be troublesome. So back to Coffin Fox. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Where is Coffin Fox? Did I just, like, blink out of time for a second and miss his goddamn house? Or are there two shrines? Or is this path semi-random? There we go. Bye. I've made the world's most fucked up torch. I like the part where they dismembered things and desecrated corpses. I am loaded up on snowballs. I have all the snowballs I can carry. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Spooky Forest Witch. Was that necessary? Nope. There's a little snowflake. Oh, is that like a saving symbol or something? What did I miss? Something on the roof to throw snowballs at. Well, that ended badly. Do it again. Aha. So what's in the house that I need to get? Something to make that last snowman out of, I assume? Fuck. Yay, now I can make another snowman. Great. That's fine. I got what I needed. Let's see. This one is a weird symbol. It's just a weird symbol. You have it with carrot shoulder pads. And no face. Okay. Yeah, this just keeps going, don't it? Oh, good. Oh, good. We're back here. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, this one's just really not doing it for me. Good night. Is this the same shrine, or are there two shrines? No, it's the same shrine. I will head east as quickly as possible. Peaceful, yeah, that's a word for it. It doesn't really... I'm not finding it all that engaging. Yeah, the main game is much... grabs you much firmer than this does. Oh, okay. Just the 8th time you walk that far over again, then there's a scene transition. Hello, cat. You eating the mouse was the highlight of this game. That's true. Ass cat. Cat of ass. Upright Citizens Brigade. Yeah, I think I would have preferred that more if it was like from May and Grandpa's perspective, like if you were Grandpa telling the story to little kid May and having to deal with her frequent Princess Bride style interruptions, because the story doesn't matter, the fairy tale doesn't matter, the forest god, and it's about her spending time with her grandpa. That's why that's important, especially considering like how much Grandpa's influence is over the main story. Oh, look, and here's all of our snowmans. Snow persons. Snow Tammy Faye. Like, Grandpa is a very... Even though he has died before the main story begins, his influence is very present throughout the course of the game. In brief, Grandpa is an old school Union man from back in the days when that meant really getting some hands dirty.